Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Note Up podcast. I'm, of course, Trex, and alongside me is Stevie B.
As always.
And we have our returning semi-castmate, which is, honestly, we're going to make him part of the group anyways. He's going to have to deal with it. Stevie B, introduce him.
You've been on a show once. Good friend Stephen, a.k.a. Spoon.
Apparently that's what we're going to go with. That's my gamer tag.
We can go with Evilest Spoon.
Evilest Spoon? I guess we'll just hyphenate it.
Friends for a long, long time. Been in Afghanistan recently. So hasn't been with us when we started this whole podcast, YouTube venture. So,
yeah.
Making his triumphant return from saving everybody's lives. And by that I mean creating memes all day long.
Pretty much.
In Afghanistan.
That's right.
A pretty uneventful year.
Oh. But today's episode is going to be nice and calm and steady. I have no idea other adjectives I can think of. But this is our special Valentine's Day episode.
Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss.
No. We're going to call this Forever Alone Day special.
Oh, Forever Alone.
Forever Alone Day
Forever
special.
Alone.
That's right, because Stevie B happens to be married, and Spoon and I are the ones that are single.
We're not hooking up. Don't get that idea.
The fat guy is the only one who finds love. No, okay. The biggest reason why we brought Steven on is because he's got an incredible amounts of, I don't want to say failures at love.
They're interesting sexual and non-sexual experiences.
Okay. The first one that I think we need to go back to, and we need to go way back.
And it's the first in the chronological order.
Yeah, because before we went to Afghanistan, we're
going to bring her up?
No, before we went to... yes, we're bringing her up, but that's later.
Ah.
But before we went to Afghanistan, you went to Korea before training.
We're going to do this one?
It was my first duty station.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And
hold on, before we start, this is definitely rated R, folks. Rated R. I don't care what.
I
Rated
won't
M
be
in the
that
gaming
graphical.
Okay.
It was pretty bad.
Okay, so we're in Korea. We're having a good time. We're walking down the streets.
We means me.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I was about to say.
you and your fellow. Okay,
Yeah.
so go.
Why don't he say it?
So tell your story.
All right, so it'd been a long week, and one of my friends, he was like, "Man, I'm so angry." So we decided that we were going to release some stress by going to one of the famous Korean massage parlors. Yeah,
Hold it, people. Hold it. It gets better.
All right, so we go, right? He apparently knows this place. He's like, "Yeah, we can go here, but this place is closer. Let's check it out. Never been there before, but let's go." So we go. You can already tell this is going to be a bad idea. We walk in. First things first, they had to wake the girls up because it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. So, but good customer service. They woke up. They did it. Anyway.
Oh, he here with money. It's the army man. He here give us money.
Me a rubber him a wrong time.
Oh.
So we go to the back. We both get separate rooms, and actually, I'm not gonna lie, the massage part was actually fantastic. Before, anything else happens and it escalates, it actually give you an actual massage. They wrapped me in this like burrito thing and like walked on my back, and it was actually a really, really good massage.
Wait, they walk on your back?
Yeah, dude.
That
a little
happens.
Korean. They know how to massage people over there.
Nice.
What they don't know how to do
Yeah.
is happy endings at this place, apparently. It was a very sad... I ended up leaving there more pissed off than when I went in. So, let's go from the top. So she starts, right? And it's supposed to be a... I just said it. Anyway, it was supposed to be oral. And it turned into a HJ with some lotion on it. But she was pretending like she was like leaned over me and like going up and down, and I was like, I know exactly what it is. I'm just thinking like this is completely fake. And so about 5-10 minutes into it, she was like, Showtime. And I was like, you know what? I'm good. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. I've never done anything like this before. And really, it was my first time.
Can I stop you for a
In a long
second?
time. Yes, go ahead.
Your new nickname is now Showtime. Okay.
We
go.
can call it. I'll allow it. So anyway, she goes, Showtime. I'm like, I'm good. And so she backhands me across the chest.
So
It says, no, me number one, and hits me.
So you're not busting a nut,
No.
and she's beating you for it.
And she's getting mad. Like, it's gonna
I
help.
wish my wife would get mad.
So
No, she wasn't in the room.
So she said, after she does that, I'm like, you know what? Fine, keep going. I don't want to get hit again. I'm not gonna lie. They had no kung fu over there.
And how old was this woman?
No idea, dude. But I'm pretty sure she was an older woman. It was really dark in the room.
Okay.
But the room. I don't know. Stop it. So she keeps going. About another 5 to 10 minutes later, she turns around and she's like, showtime. And I was like, I really don't want to do this. And she was like, no, we never won. It hits me again. So after thinking of other places, other people, and things that I could be doing, I finally showtime, and it's over. During this whole process, I noticed a girl run out of another room and go into the bathroom and start brushing her teeth. And I was like, man, I wonder what the story with that was. Well, I come out. My friend apparently had convinced his masseuse to actually put her mouth on it after applying the lotion. And I guess you can tell that it probably didn't taste too good because she ran out of the room and started brushing her teeth. So that was kind of awkward to see that.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. We get out, and he's like, how was it, man? I was like, that was terrible. I don't ever want to do that again. Never. And so he starts telling me one of the stories. So here's the thing you need to know if you ever go to Korea and you're thinking about doing this. Barber poles do not mean what you think they mean in Korea.
It doesn't mean you're getting a haircut.
Yeah. Barber poles are how they tell you how good a place is at doing their extracurricular activities.
By the stripes on them?
One barber pole means no, stay away. We suck. Not in a good way. 17 barber poles, which I've seen.
17?
It's like a giant cloud of barber poles up there. That means, A+, $150, you'll be good to go. Have fun. Oh, by the way, the place we went to had one barber pole on.
Oh.
So
That's a
yeah,
shame.
it was very sad. But that's the Korean. Steve calls it the Korean rape story.
Well, because he comes home and he tells us the story, and we're like, she raped you. It's like, what do you? It's like she forced you to climax.
And she hit you.
Yes,
So-
and she hit you. It's assault and rape.
Yes, it is.
And it's like it was a fun story to him until we told him that, and then from then on, he just got really sad every time we told the story.
Nah, I just accept it. It's whatever.
Okay.
There's a better way to spend 60,000 won.
So you strike out in Korea.
Yep. I didn't really do anything in Korea. But to my defense, maybe it's a defense to some people. I don't know. Anyway, there was about 500 people on this base, and maybe 15 of them were girls. So
Your ratio was really bad.
yeah, it was really bad. So uneventful. Anyway, continue.
Okay. So you come back from Korea.
Yes.
Okay, what's next? What girls are in your life after Korea? Do you remember?
Is this like that one of those "This is your life" stories?
There were some leftover girls from high school and stuff like that, but
Nothing
there wasn't,
stands out.
No, nothing.
There was a time, I believe it was in between Korea and Afghanistan, where something happened in a mess hall, and you got told you had to clean it up. When was that?
Are you talking about the NTC rotation where I had to clean
Yes.
something up?
Yes.
That is skipping ahead in the story.
Oh, we're jumping too far. We're
Oh,
jumping to
we're pretty
Afghanistan.
far no, this isn't Afghanistan. This is just a couple years after some other adventures. But
Okay.
yeah, well, I can tell that story absolutely.
Yeah, let's jump ahead to that. What happened there?
Let's skip to the good stuff.
NTC, Fort Irwin, California. In case anyone is wondering, it's a desert. It's a hellhole. You don't ever want to get stationed there. It's terrible. But I went there 4 times in my unit. It's a month-long rotation. You just go out in the desert and you pretend to play war. Well, so I'm just sitting at work one day, reading a book because there's nothing really going on. And my officer comes in and notices there's something on a chair. I had noticed it, decided not to sit in it. I didn't know what it was. I was like, yeah, whatever. It's just going to sit there. And so he says, hey, Head, by the way, it's my last name. I don't care if y'all know it. He says, hey, what is this? I was like, I don't know, sir. And he says, well, come over here and clean it up. So I'm just thinking, whatever, nonchalant, go over there, spray the stuff on it, wipe it up with a paper towel, no gloves, it's a quick, easy job. Throw it away. About an hour later, for the people watching the video, my hands are about this close to my face, about an inch away from my face, and I'm about to drink out of a MRE, what is that, like a milkshake? And he says, "Hey, Head, did you ever wash your hands after that?" And I was like, no, because you learn to live without a lot of things over there. He's like, "You might want to before you drink that." And I was like, "Why? What was that stuff?" And he was like, well, I was like, "Was it poop?" I literally said this. There's another female officer in the room, which he's currently talking to her about what happened. Apparently,
so what he's saying is they're all having a laugh at your expense. So like,
Yeah.
he has no idea what you just cleaned up.
apparently what had actually happened is it was a girl's time of the month, and somehow it was leaking. There was a complete ass stain on this chair.
Like a couple of cheeks.
You could clearly
you could see the cheeks.
You could see the outline of the pocket.
Oh yes, yes,
ACUs.
yes.
On this chair, and I cleaned it up, and I'm about to drink something with my hands as close to my face. I put it down. I look at my hands, and I start shaking violently, and I scream no and run out of the office.
So it was essentially an Ace Ventura Pet Detective moment.
Yes.
Lois Einhorn is Ray Finkel. Ray Finkel is Lois Einhorn. Lois Einhorn is a man.
Oh my
Situation. Yeah.
Puncher.
Really bad. But yeah, so I went out and
Is this on tape?
just so you know, the way you wash your hands there, very low pressure sinks. So I wasn't getting very much pressure when I was washing my hands. I had to jump to 2 other sinks to find some soap, and then I used hand sanitizer all over it. I came back in, I was breathing heavy, and they're still laughing, and I'm like, that was not funny, sir. That was disgusting. Never looked at that girl the same again.
Could you ever really?
No, not really. I couldn't. I still see her.
Does
today.
she
I'm
know
like,
that you're the one that cleaned it up?
No, I don't think so. I was working with her out in Afghanistan too, so it was awkward.
And every
Hey
time
there, shit stains.
No, it wasn't shit, my friend.
Yeah, I was hoping it. Oh, I never told you guys what it was.
No, you said
Oh,
girls.
Yeah,
time
it
of
was
the
a girl's
month.
time of
Okay.
month.
Maybe
And,
so.
No, we
I
got it.
skipped that part. All right, then.
No, we got that loud and clear.
yeah,
I don't know if you noticed Trex had like a spasm.
No, yeah,
I
I was really. I was thinking in my mind it was shit because I couldn't. I don't
No.
know. No, I couldn't handle that.
It was
There's
what I
no
said
way
it
I'm
was.
handling that.
Well, he didn't know he was handling that until after.
I didn't.
So-
I really thought because it was dried up and brown and crusty and shit. I was like,
see, yeah, the brown was what got me, but the time of the month, it's like, oh,
Brown and crusty.
Yeah, which means the blood was dried, and I mean it gets really hot out there.
oh,
Another story for you guys, really quick. This is a previous rotation. It gets really hot out there. We took one of those thermometers that you can shoot a little laser at something and it tells you how hot a surface is.
Right. I don't even think I know this one.
Yeah, it has it. Well, okay. So we shoot it at a Humvee that's been sitting out in the motor pool all day in the sun. And that thing registered 107 degrees, I believe. This is first sergeant we don't really like that was out there. She's no longer with us in the military, thank God. She's sleeping with her crotch open.
No!
She had pants on and everything. So we take the thermometer 114.
Whoa!
7 degrees hotter than a Humvee out in the desert. So
where are you, Miss Foster's? Where's that?
yeah. Anyway, they didn't have any sexual adventures there with that or nothing happened out there. I wouldn't want to with anybody out there. That was just gross. But yeah, that was an interesting rotation.
Okay, so nothing sucked your eye in Afghanistan?
In Afghanistan?
Yeah, like no ladies.
Yeah, but it's a really messed up story, and for the people that do it, I really don't need to go into it. I didn't do anything with anybody, and
Oh, the vagina temperature was
in NTC.
still during NTC. Okay,
Yeah, it's just different rotation. Yeah. So,
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get to Afghanistan. Okay, and while you're there, this girl, she steals your heart.
Yeah.
She takes it from you. She
Yeah.
steals it.
Yeah. I started a relationship with a girl. It ended up lasting about 6 months. We had known each other for about 2 years. And we talked a lot, and out there, we just started talking to each other, and it took off for a long time. And at the point, I had been through a lot of bad, failed relationships, so I was like just taking it as like, whatever. And pretty much she started talking to me. She wanted to have the relationship. She wanted to do the change Facebook stats and all that stuff. She wanted me to come visit her on R&R. So I'm thinking, this girl actually does it. And it was the first girl I ever told that I loved her, right? So...
This is the first girl you've ever said I love you to?
Yeah, because,
Not true.
Okay. I love you, too.
Yeah, I knew it.
Right.
Thanks, Heather.
Relationship-wise, this was the first one I'd ever said it to. And so I come home on leave. I see Stevie B and Trex and all them, and they're excited. And Steve gives me nonstop shit because I take a week out of my leave to go see this girl.
Okay, let's start this story.
There's a microphone. You calm down your voice.
Let's start this story from the beginning. Okay, first, it's an exciting 2 weeks. I haven't seen you in almost a year.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
All right. And then a week before you get here...
You hear the ex-boyfriend in his voice, don't you?
Week before you... Shut up. A week before you get here, it was... by the way, I'm going to New York for a week.
I thought it was a little more than a week, like a month in advance.
Okay.
But
2 to 4 weeks in advance.
It's a big window, but okay.
2 to 4 weeks in advance.
That's more than jobs allow. But anyway,
Okay.
So yeah, it was semi short notice. But yeah, I was in love, and I wanted to go.
You're
out
in
and
love?
see her. With the stripper.
No,
She wasn't
not with the stripper. No,
Sorry,
she's
I
not
had
a
it,
stripper.
sorry.
Okay. How old are you?
Huh? I'm 25 now.
Can we talk about this?
She was 19.
19 years old.
So, but
Can't even take her out to a bar.
What?
Well, maybe you
in
could,
New York you can.
because she's got boobies.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Okay.
Yeah.
So you,
Wow.
so you come home and you leave me for a week for some hussy.
I didn't think she was a hussy at the time. You
Okay.
know?
And you are head over heels in love to the point where we go to the Verizon store.
Did I not tell you to lower your voice,
Sorry.
ex-boyfriend?
You are so in love, head over heels in love, that you bought her a phone, correct?
I did. Her phone was broken.
Okay.
So I decided to help her out.
Head over heels in love, you buy her a phone.
Yeah.
So you leave me and go see her. What happens next while you're there? Go.
Show up. And it's really kind of awkward at first. I thought it was just because we hadn't seen each other in a long time. But no, opening kiss or anything. Just like a hug. I was like, okay, man, it's just starting off slow. I don't know. Let's see. Let's skip ahead to day one. Yeah, at the night. It turns out 3 hours before we all end up falling asleep. Actually, she said, "Oh yeah, by the way, my two friends are gonna stay the night with us." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." She was like, "Yeah, we're getting them air mattresses. We're gonna put it next to our bed." I was like, "What?" So the first night, she didn't even spend alone with me, and I started realizing things weren't going well at this point. But I decided to keep trying because maybe it was just uncomfortable for her. I was giving her the benefit of the doubt. Day two, we drink at night. And she ends up falling. She barely talks to me. Ends up falling asleep on the couch downstairs. And we try to wake her up, and she swings at me, her brother, and her two friends. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it.
So
sorry.
You're there
Can't say
from. You can say that.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm on the podcast
Okay.
and the videos. You can.
It's
say
already
it's
been
fine.
announced as explicit.
Yes.
Okay.
So you go there to visit her, and she spends all day in bed.
No, she was at work, and then she came home.
So she came home,
Yeah, she ended up
and
falling asleep.
you went there, and you were like, "It's cool, you have to work," and you're expecting to spend the evening with her,
Alone. Yeah.
right? And the first thing she does is go to bed.
Yeah.
She goes into bed.
No, she goes into the couch and falls asleep
Oh.
while everyone's there partying. And then we tried to get her to go upstairs and go to sleep. And she wouldn't. She just swung at everybody. And then it took her sister going down there because I went upstairs and said, fuck it, I'm leaving. I didn't come home from Afghanistan to be swung at by my girlfriend and freaking not, and barely have any, no affection pretty much.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
if you had stayed here with me, do you think I would have given you affection?
Steve, you rape me on a daily basis.
Thank you. Okay, I just want to put that out there. Okay,
And
Or
that's
attempts.
on video.
Attempts
and
to rape. I should put that out there.
there are a lot of attempts.
There are a lot of attempts. It's pretty much like walking in the safari and get attacked by multiple jaguars. He'll just come out of anywhere and just jump on you and try and take it like a thief in the night. Hey, welcome, Rihanna.
Like
I hope you got it.
thief in the night.
I hope you got it.
I do like that I was just referred to as a jaguar. I think that's the first time in my entire
A
life.
really big,
Heather,
lumbering
you concur?
jaguar.
What are we talking about?
Am I a jaguar, sweetheart?
What are we talking about?
Sexual? Am I sexual?
Is he a sexual jaguar that jumps out from anywhere to attack people?
From within the night.
But to attack people?
No, to attack you with my.
Attack men with his wiener.
Now, okay. When it comes to you guys, he's a sexual jaguar. With me, it's like my cat. Like
Your cat.
No,
It's like your.
no. Let me.
If you're gonna explain, get in the video.
Okay.
Come over here. This is how be good. This is how be
Ladies
good.
and gentlemen, my wife Heather. She's smoking hot. It makes no sense. I know. I don't understand. It makes no sense.
Stand over here where the camera's not blocking you, dearie.
No.
I mean, I'm the microphone.
It's okay. That's all you need to see.
Wow.
Well,
Ladies and gentlemen, boobs.
nerds, calm down. Nerds, calm down.
No, because like the sexual jaguar, because you do it to them all the time. Like you're just like,
I
just.
like this comment.
But like with me, it's like, hey, you want to cuddle? You want to cuddle?
Oh,
you want to cuddle?
Pause the video.
We ain't got time for this. Keep rolling.
I got time for that.
That's
Okay, what do you need anymore?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering.
That's also what they do in the bed.
Yeah.
I saw this picture.
All done. I win.
Okay, right. All right. So off. Back. Bringing it back to.
This is.
Oh.
It's a mustache.
we're gonna show this on the camera.
Yeah.
So not only is Spoon over here or Showtime's the main guy. We got this right here as well. I don't know if the camera's gonna focus on it. It's growing out your hair. Oh, just girly things, and there's a giant bush. Doesn't that hair look like Mr. Cotter?
It looks like a handlebar mustache, everyone. If
A
you're trying to
handlebar?
visualize it, right above, right in this area of the lady, handlebar mustache.
Right above the bikini line.
That's no lady.
That seriously looks like Mr. Cotter's hair. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It's
All right.
gross.
Okay. So she's swinging at you on the couch. She doesn't want nothing to do with it. You say, I'm leaving. I didn't come home for this. What happens next?
I was literally upstairs packing, and her sister comes in and starts talking to me, telling me not to do it, not to leave, blah, blah, blah. I was ready to buy a cab and fly home. I didn't really care. And they convinced me not to. But she finally walks upstairs, and I walk out because I'm still pissed because she sounded like she wanted to be by herself. And go outside. They continue to talk to me like, dude, you're the nicest guy she's ever had. By the way, I'm sure a lot of you nerds out there who have had girlfriends that are bad girls have heard that before. And it's probably true. So my advice to you isn't real. This isn't true. But my advice to you is to just slap them sometimes. Just walk up next to them and be like, hey, babe, what's up? Slap them across the face. Because apparently that's what they want. I've never hit a girl and never will. I promise. But that's what it seems like. Anyway.
Well, maybe in the heat of the moment.
Don't
Yeah.
don't hit any girl unless she tells you to. Wink, wink.
That was her.
She's never told me to. I've told her to hit me a couple of times.
I'm not saying I condone anyway.
She slapped me in the face, but not the other way around.
And I got accused of watching too much, reading too much of 50 Shades.
Oh, Jesus. We're not going to 50 Shades.
We are not going there. Continue.
Anyway, so they convinced me not to. I stay. Or not to leave. I stay. We ended up cuddling the rest of that night, And I find out that it was because she was on her period.
There's a lot of period situations in your life.
Yeah, and that's why I'm sorry. I don't believe girls when they tell me anymore. Like, oh, my period. I'm like, fuck you. You're not really on your period at all. I know it, and I don't. I just assume. I just assume because it's happened to me. I'm just like,
It's like your
don't
mutant
wanna do
power.
it.
You can. It's like. like
Bears can smell the menstruation.
Side note, it eases cramps. Just saying.
Bears?
no.
Oh. But yeah. So I just assume that now. But anyway, that's what she said it was. And her friends were saying it was true, and I believed her friends. Anyway, I spent a lot of money on this girl this trip. We went to Dorney Park. If anyone's ever been there, you guys are from New York. I bought like 4 tickets there. Bought her some UGG boots, a jacket, a promise ring, as girly as that sounds. I really don't care. But yeah, so all that, and that promise was shattered by the end of the week. Yeah, like whenever we would even like kiss, it was just like pushing lips together. It was like how she kisses her friends. Anyway, so I get back and get back to Afghanistan. 2 weeks after I get back, she, during that 2 weeks, she's barely talked to me. 1 or 2 word text messages. It went from spelling out "I love you" to ILY. That's a big deal for me because I feel if you actually mean it, you'll spell it out. That's just how I was raised.
How do you feel about just "love you"?
Love you. It works if you're at that like comfortable part of the relationship.
Okay.
But at a big turning point like that,
yeah,
it's kind of weird to see it go from "I love you" to "love you," no more pet names. And if that's all that changes, and you still get pet names, you still continue to talk to you and all that stuff, and you don't have to always put forth the effort, then that's fine. But if you're the one that's always putting forth the effort, she never texts you unless you text first. That kind of stuff. To me, that means it's going downhill. So anyway, that's what started happening, and then she added her ex on Facebook. Oh, by the way, her ex used to hit her, and also he cheated on her with her friend's mom. So
whoa, what?
This guy's a keeper. So anyway, yeah. So that's where I'm assuming she's going back to. I ask her about it. She gets mad at me. Yeah, the math is right. It was fucked up. And, yeah. So that ended. She dumped me 2 weeks after I got back to Afghanistan. So that sucked. Canceled her phone. Didn't really ask for anything back. I was like, I don't want to even go through the trouble. I just want you out of my life. So
she got rid of her.
Yep.
Kicked that bitch to the curb.
Yep. And all of her friends got mad. Oh, and then before I leave Afghanistan, her friend messages me because she's moving out to Colorado apparently, and she wants to hook up with me.
Oh.
I got a lot. No, not really. Okay. She was really not that attractive at all. She's really annoying too. But
New York
people that I've talked to about this told me that you should have done it. That's the ultimate revenge right there.
No, they're wrong.
I told them no because I didn't want anything to do with that.
Right. You're a good man.
I try.
Okay. Okay. So now Afghanistan is over.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And you have about a month hiatus from Afghanistan to coming back to us wonderful people.
Yes.
Okay. And so when you went to visit her on your mid-leave, there was no action.
There was no hanky-panky.
No. So the whole time in Afghanistan, you didn't bang.
Nope.
So you didn't bang when you were, and you didn't bang when you were here because you were committed.
Yep.
Because he's a committed man. He's doing the right thing. So it's essentially been over a year?
At that point, it would actually have been over a year in October. So yeah.
Okay. So now when you're back from Afghanistan.
Oh yeah, it's like a year and a half now.
Year and a half. And you haven't seen any action.
Nope.
So of course, your main goal when you come back and hit Colorado, you wipe the sweat off your brow from the desert, and you go, all right, time for some action.
Sweat off the brow, cobwebs off the wing. So
what we need to do. Have you seen New Girl?
Yes.
And Schmitty gets the
a rebranding.
Yeah.
A rebranding of the head breed.
It's okay.
Okay.
Ready for sex.
So the cobwebs, you want to take them off.
Yeah.
You're going to wipe them down.
Thank God there's a video for this.
Okay. So what's the next thing you do? Where do you go? How does that happen?
Step back a little bit.
Sorry,
Before I left Afghanistan, some of you have probably heard of this website, Plenty of Fish.
Oh.
I go on there.
My dad's on Plenty of Fish.
That's kind of creepy. But anyway, so I'd used it before I left, and now I was using it again. I met 2 people on there that I was talking to. One of them was a huge nerd. She was awesome. She loved Batman. And from the pictures she sent me and the Skype time we had, she looked like she was, a very attractive person, and I was really excited to meet her. Then I meet her. And one of the worst things about online dating is you never know when you meet the person if they're actually going to be who they say they are, what they look like. So we had talked about working out and all this stuff and exercises. That's pretty much how I passed my time in Afghanistan, was lifting weights and working out.
He lives.
So, yeah. Do you even lift, bro? Anyway, so yeah.
You'll lift one day. You'll lift again.
Then he's
He's
young.
young.
Yeah, we keep doing this. Oh, by the way, for that one, if you guys have seen that movie, Dark Knight Returns, I made a.
Hold on 1 second. Not the crap fest that was The Dark Knight Rises, the amazing animated movie that was The Dark Knight Returns.
Exactly. That he's young, he'll walk again is a big thing for Steve. So I found a picture of it, and I actually made my own meme, and it said.
Hold on. Let's just read it. There's a scene in the movie. Batman comes back, and one of the new cops, he's like, I can't remember the quote, that direct quote from the cop, but he's pretty much like, yo, Batman, you just beat the shit out of that dude. And Batman's response is, he's young. He'll walk again.
So,
and I personally walk around. When I saw the movie, I walked around saying it all the time. So go ahead.
So I made this meme. It had Batman on top, and it had me, or at the bottom, and me on top going like this. And it was like, gets dumped in Afghanistan. Then it has said Batman, he's young, he'll walk again. So I thought it was pretty good. I could find it, and we can put it up on the internet.
Yes, we'll put it on the page. Very funny.
So, where was I at for this one? Oh yeah. So anyway, so I meet her, right?
This girl that you met from Plenty of Fish?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the girl from Plenty of Fish that you've been
We'll call her C because it's a different one.
Okay. So you've been Skyping with her.
Yeah.
And talking to her on the phone, and you plan your first date.
Yeah. And we've seen. She sent pictures back and forth and all that stuff.
Okay.
And then, so I meet her. I'll go from head to toe. Hair was exactly how it looked in the pictures, and it was absolutely spot on. Nothing else was. So her face is covered in about a pound of makeup.
Well, she's a makeup girl.
Yeah. Actually, before I get down here, let's start with the nose and upper lip area, where there was half a mustache on the left side of her face.
Well, mustaches are never good.
Yeah, so you get the pale white face from all the makeup and like a black mustache, like right here. And I was like, you couldn't have like tried to shave that off? I didn't say it, but I'm thinking it. Like a mole with like 3 hairs poking out over here, and she goes from her pictures, which are like a slender frame, to like a pear, kind of.
It's an apple, what you just drew.
Some kind of shape, like a circle, not a square.
So she was thin to about
to her neck,
right at her,
and then everything else was just like. And I was like, there's no way you work out. I'm just thinking that. I'm like, you told me, you're over here telling me you won.
Okay, so you don't sound like a shallow person. You were still willing to go on the date.
Exactly, because she was really cool, you know? She was, you don't meet many girls like that. They can do it. Heather is a rare exception. We have another one, Tony. She's freaking awesome.
Can't wait till she gets here.
Sorry. So I went out with these people, or with her. And we hang out all day. We started at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we played video games, Lego Lord of the Rings, some Halo, Mortal Kombat, all this stuff we're playing. And then we start watching the regular show. And she starts pinching my arm hair. For any of you guys that have, don't you do it. Anyway, for any of you that have arm hair, you know how bad it hurts when someone pulls on it. I don't care how manly you are, if you have it, it hurts. So she keeps doing this. I'm like, ow, stop. She does it again. I'm like, ow, no, stop. Ow. Stop it. I told you to stop. I literally want you to stop pulling my arm hair.
Should have pulled your stash.
Yeah.
Whoa!
That was good. I should have pulled her mustache.
Should have pulled her mustache.
But then she calls me a bitch for it. And I'm like, fuck you. Anyways, really, I was like, I asked you to stop 3 times and it actually hurt. I mean, if it was a life or death situation, I wouldn't care if my arm hair was getting pulled out. But I'm sitting here, we're trying to watch, TV shows, and you're not even trying to like kiss me or anything. You just want to pull my arm hair. No, I don't like it. It's not cute.
The point is that she did it and you asked her to stop.
Yeah.
But she thought it'd be funny to keep doing it.
Yeah. Well, let's keep going to other things she was doing during this.
Oh God.
She had briefly mentioned about her feet and how they weren't, how they were kind of rough, and I was like, it's whatever. That doesn't mean please rub them on my forearm as I'm trying to watch TV.
So she's got like callus.
And like
this is like the first time you've met her.
Yeah. and she's
Talk about
rubbing the
comfortable.
dead skin on her foot on my arm, like back and forth, and giggling about it. And they got upset when I was like, "Ew, stop!" She was like, "What? I told you it was nasty. It doesn't mean rub it on me. Stop it!"
So essentially, at this point, you realize why she has a Plenty of Fish profile.
Yeah.
This is when it clicks in your brain that, all right, now I get it.
Some of them you meet, like I've met two.
Hey,
One.
you should have went to Match.com.
Yeah, no thanks. Been there before. And I've also been to eHarmony. Anyway, so,
Christian singles?
no, I'm
No.
scared of that website. Especially, was that the one with the cat? No, eHarmony Cat Girl. Look it up. It's hilarious.
No. The one that.
No,
That's
the one
Google
where,
Life.
the one where she was, what?
I'm
Here.
good.
Oh.
Oh, you want to sit down?
Yeah, the one where the
Yeah.
girl's like crying because she loves cats so much, and she just sees them and she wants to hug them.
That's eHarmony.
Yeah, look
so
up
there's a
eHarmony
commercial
Cat
for
Girl.
that?
It's hilarious. It's not a commercial. It's a YouTube video. So anyway, we ended up going out to dinner. Pretty expensive place. Fun. Oddly enough, it's called BJ's.
Oh,
It's a brewery in Colorado.
You know what's up.
Yeah. So the first thing she does when we sit down in public is kick her legs between mine, like right here, thrust them open, and says with her feet on the other side of the table, she goes, "Ha! Put your legs in the stirrups. You're pregnant." And I was like, "That's not attractive at all." I literally said it to her out loud.
Let me explain this. I need some clarification. That she opened up your legs, or you? Or
She opened up mine. She took her feet, shoved them right here, pushed my legs open,
Thank
said,
God
"Put them
there's
in
a
the
video."
stirrups. You're pregnant." And I was like,
At this point, you go,
Check, please.
yeah.
unfortunately, no. But I did have a very good dinner there. The pizza was awesome, and I had this like creme brulee thingy. I don't know. It was delicious.
So right now,
do we hear this man?
So
wait,
This
wait.
trooper?
I'm
So BJ was good then.
yeah, BJ's was amazing.
So right now, the only thing keeping you going is the food. That's it.
Yeah.
You're like, well, this is a delicious pizza. This bitch is crazy with them all, but I'm gonna enjoy this
And a
delicious
mustache.
pizza.
Half
Oh, and a
mustache.
mustache.
No, it's half mustache.
Excuse me. Half
So-
mustache.
Yeah,
It's a
we're
stash.
talking, trying to keep conversation going. She doesn't talk near as much as we did on the internet, which is kind of understandable sometimes. But I was trying to put forth all the conversation, and she wouldn't have any of it. So I go back to the bathroom, and I'm pretty sure the guys around me are like, "Wow, the guy's an asshole." But I called a cab from inside the stall, and outside.
I'm gonna shit bricks if she's watching and we get hate mail.
She's like, "That's where you did it." Like, yeah, we should have figured it out. When all of a sudden I answered the phone, I was like, "Oh, my cab's here. I gotta go."
Okay.
You know, I waited for them to call, and I was like, "Okay, I'm good." And I walked outside, and she was like, "I don't understand what's happening." I was like, "It just, yeah, have a good night." And I walked.
So
away.
she picked you up, correct?
yeah,
You
because I didn't have a car. I left my
Yeah.
car here. Long story. Here in South Carolina, I'm stationed in Colorado, so.
So, did you have anything else planned for the night?
Huh? No. Oh, well, it was supposed to be some of the sexual activities,
Okay.
but I wasn't
Now
going
with
to
Cal's
do
feet.
that.
I mean,
Yeah,
she got a snatch in Cal's feet. You don't know what's
it
going on.
wasn't gonna happen at all.
And apparently she thought you were pregnant.
Huh? I guess. No,
Okay.
that or she was just using it as a joke and it wasn't funny.
So, the Plenty of Fish chick is what we'll call her.
You're pregnant is never a funny joke.
Yeah.
It's not a joke.
Ever.
So, your Plenty of Fish chick doesn't work out.
Not this one. No.
Okay, so what happens next?
I get in the cab, and this guy, I'm a little drunk because I had a 10% microbrew. It was a pretty strong beer. Not gonna lie, I didn't finish it all. So I get in there, and this guy, the cab driver, is talking to me, and he has a British accent. And I was like, "Where are you from?" He's like, "I'm from Wales." And I was thinking it was bullshit because he probably thought I was drunk, but he would have not been absolutely wrong. He would have been semi-right. But he starts talking, and it's a fluent accent. So I start talking to this guy. He's actually really cool. We'll call him Jay for sake of conversation. And he's telling me about all his ex-girlfriends. I told him about my date, and he was like, "I had this one bitch, right? and she wouldn't stop tickling me. And she did it one time, and I was like, stop it. She did it again, I was like, stop it. And then 4 or 5 times later, I was like, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're 28 years old, you need to act mature." And I lost it in the back of the cab. It was hilarious. And he was like, no, I'm seriously telling her. I was like, do you have a fucking brain in your head to comprehend what I'm saying?
See, British people make every insult look magnificent.
Do you have a brain in your head?
Don't tell him this stuff.
It was
He's
awesome.
already told us we lost it.
Yeah, that's called Steve after it happened. He was out on the phone.
Do you have a brain in your head?
So anyway, it's really sad because the only number I came home with that night was that guy's number, and no homo because he's a cab driver, so I can get cab rides going places. But
I'm going to Colorado to meet this guy.
he was awesome.
That's not weird, right?
But yeah, so that
He
was
gives good rides.
Get him
that was
back in the cab ride.
Yeah, good cheap rides. But yeah, that was how that was.
Okay, so strikeout. First date back. Strikeout.
Yeah.
So you go out again, I'm assuming?
Yes, with another girl.
Let's wrap this up.
Okay,
We got
this
other things
date-
to talk about.
Oh yeah, sorry. This date was actually awesome. Wasn't much bad thing to talk about. The only bad part is every time I go out, other than that, like my friends, she gets mad. So
she's jealous. You
she's
barely
super
know
jealous.
her,
Yeah,
and she's getting pissed that you're going out with your friends.
Yeah.
Barely know
barely.
her. Okay.
And so it's probably not gonna.
That
work.
right there should have been the end of it.
Oh yeah, I got another friend like that, but I'm not gonna have a relationship with him.
No, I don't want to get into that on this cast, but thank you. Okay.
So yeah. So that was how it was when I got back. It was kind of unfortunate. Still got no one to have Valentine's Day with.
Not yet.
Not yet.
As of this recording,
As of this
you
recording.
still have a few days.
Yeah. I guess I do.
Yeah, dibs on Tony.
Yeah.
Suck
Dibs
it.
on Tony. I cannot wait till she sees this.
Let the Hunger Games begin.
Okay.
JK, maybe.
There's one more thing that
Can we record that?
we need to talk about
Hmm.
before we finish this. And it was something you wanted to tell me that was really funny, but I told you to stop because I wanted a fresh take for it here on this video, here on this cast. Do you remember what that was? You had to tell me that before you got here, before you actually came back. You started telling me and I stopped you. I believe it wasn't about this crazy chick.
Oh, God.
Yes,
The night of the ultimate cockblocks.
that's what this is. Okay.
Actually, it was 2 nights. So, I met a girl at one of the clubs down in Colorado, and it was awesome. She was really cool. I was wearing my Green Lantern shirt.
Wait, so you met her at the club?
Yeah, at the
Okay,
club.
all right.
And she picked me out of all the other people. Anyway, so we danced. I get her number, and we're talking, and the only time I really had to go anywhere and go out with a car was to go to my friend's Super Bowl party. So I take her with me because they said it was all right. I asked the guy, I was like, hey, man, can she come? And he was like, yeah, sure, no problem, man, bring her over. So I guess all you'll really get from this story, because it was actually pretty cool until the very end, when I found out all the things that happened to her when I wasn't around, which is only like 3 times out of the night. She got in the car with the husband's wife, and she straight up told her, I actually didn't want you to come, but I changed my mind. Like, you're welcome, for letting you come. And I was like, why would you even say anything to that person? You say it to the person who brought them, I was like, why would you do that? So next, there's a slight confrontation. It was whatever. It was a misunderstanding, and it got blown over real quickly. It was nothing big. It was like, oh, I want to go get cigarettes. Don't go drive them because you're drunk. And they didn't. The person who drove wasn't drunk. It was a completely different person he was talking about. It was a misunderstanding.
Okay.
Anyway, so the last one is we come back in after going to get those cigarettes, and the guy's like, you need to apologize to my wife so I can get some action tonight. And I was like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, what did she do? She was like, you need to apologize so that, and then I'm getting some anyway, but you need to apologize to her because I need to get some. I was like, what are you even talking about?
So she leaves.
Yeah.
So your first potential hookup
Yeah.
was just out of control, ridiculous, and you got out of there as fast as you could.
Yes.
The second potential hookup was ruined by your dickhead friends.
I don't know all dickheads. They're all really good people because they were drunk.
Okay, by your drunk friends.
Yes.
Ruined. Okay.
So then we go to another club, another night, and I meet 2 ladies. And I start talking to them. Everyone's like, oh, he's just following around being a creeper, because I was kind of walking back behind them. We were coming back. My friend was like, look at my face. But it was because I found out they were strippers, and they were really high. So anyway, don't judge me.
Wow.
So, God, and this is gonna sound even worse than what I just said.
Yeah.
I'm not creepy. I'm just following really hot strippers.
Anyway, so we start talking, and I tell my friends that, right? And this is what you don't do if you meet a stripper at a club. Don't do what I'm doing right now. Apparently, it's too late for me to recover. But, don't give names, don't identify them, and don't say it out in public to people. I have one friend who tends to be kind of the loud guy. No, it's not him.
It wasn't me this
This is
time.
in Colorado still, man.
Okay.
So
His essence went there.
he sees these girls when he's coming up the stairs, and it just happens. You know that time when you're trying to say something really awkward, say the word rape in a freaking bar, and then but all of a sudden the music comes down really close and you yell it. He was like, "There's the strippers!" and was pointing at him, and they knew exactly where he got that information from, and he was saying it in a condescending kind of way. So they came up to me and expressed anger about it, not anger, that being upset about it, and I was like, you know what? It's fine. I understand if you want to talk anymore. You guys can find somebody else. This is kind of messed up. I didn't know that was going to happen. They said, no, it's fine. Blah, blah, blah. So I go and tell the guy, I was like, hey, man, don't do that again, please. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. One of our friends who has a girlfriend is there. By the way, I'm about to say she because, yes, it's exactly what you think it is. So she starts yelling it out. She's like, oh, you don't like it when I say strippers? Strippers, you don't like it? And she started yelling it in the club. And people are looking. I'm like, you need to calm down. Seriously.
Is this that we were talking about?
No.
Okay, somebody different. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like,
we try not to use names here in the Notacast.
Can you just stop? And then that girl's girlfriend was like, seriously, you need to chill that shit out. You're being an ass. And I was like, thank you, So that was pretty much ruined with those girls. I didn't really see them the rest of that night. Found another girl on the dance floor. I finally figured everyone had a lot of sexual frustration because they're all just sitting up there staring at each other. I was like, everyone on the dance floor right now. By the way, I line dance. I do all sorts of dancing over there. I haven't gotten to salsa yet. I haven't gone to a club like that. But, it's what you do when you go out. You don't want to just sit up there and be a wallflower. So I'm over there. We all go on the floor dance. I start dancing with this one chick, and we start getting really into it, and she was really interested in me. The rest of the night goes really well with her. I'm starting to get her number. Heather, don't judge me for this. I basically had my hand down her pants. And,
Judging her.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. You're cool. She's a whore.
Bitches. It's gonna go down. And then all of a sudden my friend shows up. Says, hey, we gotta go. Time to go. Let's go right now. I look at my watch. Midnight. In Colorado, the bars don't close till 2. And I was like, I got 2 more hours. I'll get a cab. And they're like, nope, let's go right now. And I was like, come on, just please. And they said no. And I was like, I got to go. Or I have to get a cab.
All right, so let's see if we can get this tally up. We had the crazy plenty of fish girl, failure. She had a mustache and a growing mole.
Half-stash.
And she tried, half-dash. And she tried
I think you're adding the mole. Was there a mole?
There was a mole.
There's a
hairy
mole.
down here with 3 hairs on it. Anyway.
Okay, and then and then next we had the girl that your friends ruined to hook up with. Okay, and then we
her though.
And then okay, good. That's good. And then we still had, and for the record, she's a really sweet girl. In case she watches this video.
Nice.
And then we had the strippers that was ruined by your stupid female person. He was like strippers. Ruined that. And then you had your hand. You literally had the key in the hole. You were there. And your friend pulled you away from it, so we got to go.
Yeah.
And then brings us to present day. Here we are. Here you are.
Here I am.
Trying to now get action here where we are.
Yes.
And I heard that it's going pretty good for you so far.
Okay, yeah. The first night I got back, we actually went out, and it was awesome. I met 2 really fantastic girls.
Stuck your tongue down their throat.
Wow.
One of them, the other one
Thanks
was
for being graphic
stuff.
there.
But yeah, we did make out. And it was really, really cool. They're both, I didn't go home with either one of them. I wasn't going to, at that point, it was I really didn't want to make it awkward for the designated driver. I don't care if you guys are judging me saying negative things about me. I actually have a lot of respect for my friends. And I try to. Steve, okay, you were working. And
I ain't get a phone call.
so...
Oh.
I'm okay. I was working.
I was being a responsible adult.
See?
Okay.
And I was on leave, so I can be irresponsible. No, that's
you
wrong.
can.
But I'm not gonna put it. If it's for my own self gain, it's not gonna be put on anybody else's shoulders. I need to be self dependent in that.
Okay.
So yeah, I just didn't do that, but I'm still talking and pursuing, which
And
Different
still,
words.
as of this video, everybody still single. Still single.
I honestly don't know if any of the girls are gonna be like, yeah, I'm not talking about that guy. So, but I'm really sweet. I'm not gonna lie. I like long walks on the beach. It's getting out.
True.
Like.
Yeah, you do.
That's the
Yeah.
blow dudes.
What?
No, sorry. Okay.
Um,
All right. So that's stories of your past few years of love failures.
The past few years? That's just the past year, I thought.
Well, you went-
before that,
Oh, it was Korea and all
there
that.
was.
Yeah. Okay.
So, well, and we wanted to share with that to lead into love. I guess I had nothing really to go with this. There's no segue. I'm the master of segue. I can't segue to this.
Okay. Well,
So what?
Well, to our Valentine's Day special, where we had to go with the exploits of Showtime here.
Yeah.
love failing is our Valentine's Day special.
You're welcome.
That's right.
That's
That's
why I
ridiculous.
call it the Forever Alone special.
I'm still in the title. So honestly, it's like everyone needs love, and for Valentine's Day, first I want to touch on. Let's get some geeky stuff in here, and let's go around the table here, and who our favorite couples are from the comic book world.
Well, I know his automatically.
And let's just go with him. Just get him out of the way.
It's gonna be Superman and Wonder Woman, obviously. The new hookup for the new 52. Now that they're an item. Superman, Wonder Woman.
You know. Oh, I don't know if you guys noticed. I was
No
looking
other
at
couple.
Comixology.
No other couples compete
And why are they your favorite now?
because it's Superman. Really, anybody.
But
The current person that Superman is banging. That's my favorite couple.
Just so you know, I'm pretty sure you can go for say, if Superman ended up making out with Alan Scott, the gay Green Lantern, I'm pretty sure he would still say that as his favorite couple. So, I do know I'm wearing this, and I understand that Alan Scott is a Green Lantern and he is gay, but I don't care. They went that route with him. That's whatever. They can do whatever they want to do. I support them. Go team.
You just go team like you're on the gay team.
No. Go Green
Yeah,
Lantern
let's-
team.
Oh, okay.
Green Lanterns.
Just
All right.
checking. Just
All right.
checking.
Heather, what about you? Your favorite geeky couple? You can go with Harry Potter if you need to.
No. Oh, no.
Or how about Lord of the
You
Rings? Sorry,
can
you're
go
the
with
low
Barrymore.
You don't have to whisper. You can come in the frame.
What was, who was it?
The Doctor and what? An Invisible Woman?
You
Oh,
mean Reed
she's talking about,
Richards?
oh my God, Mr.
What?
Fantastic and the Invisible Woman, because Mr. Fantastic can grow his penis abnormally large.
Hold on here.
What?
Wait. I'm going with Mallrats. I'm going with Mallrats on this. We're going to have to go with this discussion. There is nowhere in Stan Lee's comic that shows that Reed Richards can do that. All right. There's no way.
but he could.
But he could do it with the rest of his limbs.
Oh,
Yes.
hello.
And here comes
Hello,
Tony in the frame.
It can happen with every other piece of his body. You think the gamma rays were like, oh no, not his penis. Come on, not the gamma rays.
He was wearing lead
the
underpants
space
that
rays,
day.
whatever.
Cosmic rays.
Cosmic rays. Boom.
And a Stan
You
Lee.
hit me like I get the joke. Like,
Wow. So yeah. Anyways, from
So Tony's off-camera pick is Mr. Fantastic
and the
and the Invisible Woman.
Come on in, Tony. Come on.
She's on.
There she is.
Camera now.
Could you
Yay.
imagine though, like Mr. Fantastic growing his
We are not
penis
going with this
to
discussion.
abnormally large sizes, and then her going invisible? So all you see is just like,
Oh, what are you doing?
All right.
How is this a show?
Do you see the sploosh too?
of course,
How can we stop like
it's not.
That means you would never see her O face.
She would make just her face visible.
So
Okay, maybe I should.
Ben
move on
Grimm
to
walks
subject.
in.
Sorry, guys.
What are you doing?
Awesome.
That's great. We got rape. We got invisible sex. It's a great show so far.
Wasn't this about Valentine's Day?
Yeah, we're now into that.
Forever Alone special.
I mean,
We just went over all of his new nickname is Showtime because that's what the Korean who raped him kept saying.
What were we calling him before that?
But we like
Before
Showtime
that.
much better.
Showtime is good.
Showtime's good.
So Heather's pick for her favorite couple.
I don't know.
Well, you read books, so you can pick a couple from them.
Oh, Jamie and Claire
From
Outlander.
Okay, thank God.
Trash-
It was a freaking
Trash can. Trash can. Give me the trash can. Trash can under the desk. Get the trash can. Trex, now.
No,
you
Trash can.
will
No.
man up.
throw up on your own floor. Then you clean it up.
He's okay, everybody.
He's faking it.
Still have not read it, so you can't judge me.
It's really elaborate.
We're not going to go through the time travel destruction that the Outlander has.
No,
We're not getting
we're
into
not
that.
talking about this.
That's a whole nother cast.
Wow.
The
So
Outlander
you're gonna read it
cast.
then?
No.
And wow.
Now he just
And
lost his privileges.
Hal Jordan and Aricia Rayrat, because or I don't know how to pronounce her name, but the essentially she's the Green Lantern that has a white top and like a green
I know which one
skirt.
you're talking about.
Yeah, I got a picture right
Yeah.
there, but you can't really see her. But
Yeah, it's the one that he trained.
yeah, the one he ends up training, falls in love with, and then thinks she dies, and then she comes back in the Sinestro Corps Wars under Oa.
Again,
So-
another hero who can make anything out of Will.
Do you think he was like,
I didn't think the women would
Well,
go that direction.
I
I
know
just
the women
didn't think
did.
about it.
The women did. Well, I guess you
Yeah,
because you could put an aura around you. I guess you could just be like, but then he wouldn't feel it, would he? Because do you feel? Do they feel the Green Lantern energy?
Yeah, he used the hammer to beat
What
people.
about-
I'm pretty sure they feel it.
No, well, but I mean, like, can he feel it like a limb? Like if you make a hammer and hit somebody, does it? Or is it
Yeah.
just like
If everyone's read the Green Lantern Corps, one of the I don't remember what they get called. They're like 4 mercenary guys that they outsource the Green Lantern stuff to. One of them gets his hands cut off by those guys who keep the lanterns, the keepers, I think they were called.
Yeah, the keepers.
And he gets his arm cut off by it, and he makes a Green Lantern, and he gets an energy arm, and he uses it, and he can do everything with it.
He
Okay.
knows.
Everything.
So
Okay.
I'm assuming he can feel it, but yeah.
all right, so that's our pick.
I'm staying away from the comic books because, of course, my favorite couple is, of course,
Doctor Who.
that's actually where I'm going to
And
go
his
with.
assistant.
But for my comic book, it was going to be Jean Grey and Cyclops, of course.
Tragic.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. But honestly,
Romeo and Juliet tale.
yeah, thank you for that.
No
Is it
problem.
really? Because I think that's a terrible, terrible story.
It's all about
Yeah.
misogyny.
It's all about. I
But-
mean,
It's
But-
all about sex.
Wolverine ends up stabbing her through the chest, so
Whoops.
to kill her.
Oh,
because she
well,
goes
it's
crazy.
intentional.
Well, to save the world, universe, maybe.
He's the only one.
I did.
Maybe the only thing that First Class got right.
You mean Last Stand?
Oh shit! First Class got everything
See,
right.
again, I guess
Yeah,
that.
sure.
Like,
Sorry, thank you.
But no, for my favorite couple, it's honestly, it can't be spanned with one person because it is a Doctor Who verse. It has to go with Doctor Who and their companion. The Doctor and the companion always had that like a sexual tension at all times. Actually, I can go with this: David Tennant, the 10th Doctor, and oh shit, her name actually escapes me. It's the black chick who was the companion. She wanted that D so bad, but he denied it.
Wait, so Doctor Who wasn't giving the D up?
The Doctor never gave a D up. He's an alien.
So?
Well, hold on.
So it's
He's
Superman.
Well, he's a higher intelligence and everything, and he does not do that.
So so
'Cause he
so
knows-
smart people don't like to bang.
Wow.
I saw a picture on the internet. The Superman was behind Batman and Robin, and it said, technically I'm an alien, so it wouldn't be gay.
Hey, he nods to agree.
You would say that.
No, my favorite. But for all my favorite couples, it's
So your favorite couple is not even really a couple. Are they dating? Did they ever actually hook up?
actually Rose and the ninth and the 10th Doctor. They actually shared that love, but it can never be because of the fact that the Doctor lives forever. He's 100.
So
He's like 400 years old.
Go.
so your choice of love is love that cannot be.
So his experience is what you're saying. Nah.
Ha. Ha.
On that
I
note.
didn't expect this from the women.
They're pretty good, guys. Not gonna lie.
All right, there we go. That's our favorite picks. Do you have anything
Yeah.
else, or are we?
Well, I mean, pretty much I want to go around and especially with the married couple here and the experienced one, and
That she just.
Damn!
Nice.
What?
A horror?
Yeah.
Don't worry, anything that you just said
Experience
was when I was going through. They probably all think I'm worse, but you're actually. I don't know. Why would you say that?
I don't know. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. What are you gonna say?
And now we know why his favorite is a love that can never be.
Yeah.
Oh.
Aww.
All right, go ahead.
Hang on.
Well,
Now one? Yeah, we got a burn victim over here.
it hurts here.
It's alright.
It hurts here. No, pretty much I just want to go around like the most romantic thing that your other partner has ever done. And I'll even start with this one. I mean, technically I did a couple of romantic stuff with my ex, but my number one achievement that I ever did was the fact that I was pretty much I was seeing this girl in Atlanta. That's like a 4-hour drive from where we live, and this is the most romantic thing I've ever done in my life. I actually went to an actual flower shop, spent the actual dozen roses, and did the cliche thing. Yeah, spent 4 hours, drove to Atlanta, went to her job, and actually gave it to her there. Because I don't believe in that bullshit. Just because someone to deliver it. If you're gonna do it,
Now, when you say gave it to her, like you gave her the flowers.
I gave her the flowers. It was her job.
So did you drop off the flowers and then go back home?
No, I actually gave her the flowers, and then
And then he gave
He
it to her.
waited for his receipt.
And then he gave it to her.
Waiting for the rosebud?
is that what we're gonna call it? Because
Sure.
I like their euphemism better.
That's weird.
Because the receipt was a little bit better.
Okay, sorry.
Paid in full.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I gave it to her. I spent lunch with her, and then she like had 2 hours left on her shift, so I just went over to my friend's place in Atlanta, and we had a very nice dinner for that night, and I came back home. And that was literally the most romantic thing I've ever did.
I went to
Oh,
New
you got-
York to see a girl.
When I came home.
Oh.
In case people don't know, he's referring to
The story I told
the
you?
girl he left me for.
If it does matter as well, I didn't get anything. We just had a very nice dinner, and then
Yo, if you're going that far, you need to tell
Me
us.
neither. Me neither.
If you're going that far, you need to tell us either, ass, cash, or grass. And I don't smoke pot, and I got plenty of money.
Wow.
Oh.
I'm making sure the Matt. Yeah, he's good.
okay.
Kind of reset it ourselves.
One of my favorite.
Trademark Ambient Andrew.
One of my favorite fake pickup lines is, "My magic watch says you're not wearing any underwear." "Oh, you are? Must be 15 minutes fast."
Wow. Okay.
Should we go with
Huh?
should we,
No, I guess the most
besides the Yonkers?
the real one that I actually did. I cleaned out my trunk, which is a big deal back when I was in high school, and I filled it with flowers and teddy bears, and I drove to where she was, and I said, "Hey, you got a present for out my trunk," which sounds terrible. You don't say that to a woman nowadays, but back then,
Especially
it
in
was
the South.
acceptable.
Back then, 4 years ago,
Yeah.
back when I was a youngster.
No, it was longer than that. It was
Yeah, I don't know.
6 years?
7, 8 years ago.
We're old.
Aw.
Still, 7.
Yeah.
We're about to have our 10-year.
Somebody thought I was 18 last night.
That should have made you feel good.
I was like, what?
It's probably
How old are
right.
you?
Okay.
He was like 18. I was
I think,
Walking away.
I don't know.
like, scream rape.
well, high five to that romanticism. I like that.
I also didn't get any that night.
Well, I chose not to, so I don't know about you. Tone?
We're talking about Valentine, romantic things on Valentine's
Just in
Day?
general.
Yeah.
Well,
In
Valentine's
general?
Day, or just in general.
Valentine's Day.
Okay,
I'm never
Valentine's.
with anybody on Valentine's Day.
It's true. She's not.
Me neither.
Never really happened.
Really?
You could be the first.
Oh, probably.
Oh.
No, I mean, seriously, I'm never with somebody like that.
Valentine's Day? I don't know.
Hold on. We're gonna go to the wife first.
On Valentine's Day?
Listen, the only thing she's got to do romantically is Manuel, you know? And
That's not romantical.
it is when you're wearing that.
We'll
nice,
light a candle.
It is when you're wearing that nice little number you bought, and you get the massage oils out.
What number did I buy?
You know what? You know
What color is it?
Brownish.
Brownish?
Black. No, it's black. It's black. It's black.
I didn't buy that.
Who bought that?
Brandy.
Oh, so our friend. That's fine.
It was a wedding present.
Awkward starfish.
Yeah, that's fine.
On my
Awkward
face.
starfish.
Awkward turtle.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm going with double struggle.
Sexual tension starfish.
I mean, we just do the normal Valentine's
On
list.
Valentine's
Give
Day?
flowers,
Well, okay.
go out to dinner, bang.
I mean,
Oh my god.
last year we went
Then
out
come
to
home.
dinner. no, usually
Wait, what?
it used to be.
I actually stay in the bed instead of going downstairs to play games. That's romantic,
Yeah.
right, baby?
That's so sweet.
It's the little things.
Well, I mean, last year we went to dinner and we got the AP Mobile alert that Whitney Houston died. That
Oh yeah, that's
That's kind of a downer.
okay.
I don't remember Valentine's Day a whole. Like, you sent me flowers at work.
That's because of the roofies. What? Just kidding.
No, last year, because I told him. Okay, this is so fun. When we first got together, I told him I don't like flowers.
Bullshit.
I don't like cut
Well,
flowers. Because I know.
She's telling the story.
I know
Shush.
it's bullshit, but I said it anyway.
It's a
so
woman
That's
thing.
what I do.
Yeah, don't you?
Flowers die.
You expect
Yeah,
them?
as soon as you cut them, they're dead.
So, I mean, the love for flowers is limited.
I mean, it's the thought of
Thanks.
getting a flower, of getting. But anyway,
So you don't want flowers. You say you don't want flowers, but you do
I'm
want
trying
flowers.
to
sorry.
brag on your romanticalness,
Oh, sorry,
and
babe.
you're killing it, man.
Oh.
But I told him I didn't want cut flowers, and then another conversation I told him I like sunflowers, and then one year he brings me potted yellow daisies,
I thought there was some.
and he's like they're not cut. He goes, "You know what kind of flowers those are?" I said, "Yeah, do you?" He's like, "Yeah, they're sunflowers." I said, "No, they're daisies."
They look almost identical, daisy to fucking sunflowers.
But that was
They're
sweet.
both yellow.
Yes, that's what I went with.
And
Thank
then
you.
I left them outside, and they died.
Oh.
And then so last
Wait.
Wait. Is this the same pot that you bought because you could get,
no, those are the ones he bought last year.
oh, okay.
It goes great with the podcast. So what that because I bought these roses and a link from the Marvel Facebook game that I also got Marvel tokens along with flowers, it's a win-win situation. You get Marvel points and you get flowers for your lady. You get
So yeah.
Did
so
you tell her that?
after the fact? I
Okay.
Oh.
At least it was after the
So
Yeah.
so I get potted red roses at work, and so I show up everybody else's husband. So I'm like, haha. They're like, oh, this is sweet, and they're outside now, and I'm pretty sure they're dead.
Yeah, so she killed those two. So Rose Bush dead.
I didn't mean to. I just
You killed
It's
I
maintenance.
think Elena knocked it over.
it
You
got
killed-
cold.
that Valentine's
It
Day.
got cold, and bad things happened to them.
Okay.
Weathered system.
All right. So we're gonna call it.
Wow.
Apparently, I didn't do anything romantic.
Well,
You know.
well, especially since we have the
Oh,
ladies.
it's
Since
inappropriate.
especially we have the ladies here, and for the single nerds and everybody out there, let's at least give them a little bit of advice. All right, so I'll go with the married couple first.
Find someone that's slightly into the things you are,
No, advice like, well, yeah, okay, that works.
because if she wasn't able to accept, if she wasn't able to accept who I am as a nerd, it would never work. It just wouldn't.
Heather.
It wasn't a
That being said, go ahead and just break the ice and fart. Like
First
that's,
things
Second
first.
date.
Yeah.
that doesn't count. I knew you way before that. But
We're coming on the couch. I was like, do you realize the Pandora's box you just opened?
it's a deal breaker. Like either it's gonna last forever, or they're gonna like tell you to get the fuck out. Like
Has anyone seen that movie Ted? I'm sure you guys have.
Yeah.
Of course.
I was with her for 6 months and she farted in her sleep. I was gone before she even woke up.
see,
Patrick Warburton, thank you. Tony.
Just have fun, be yourself.
Be
If you're not
yourself.
gonna have fun, don't do it.
Well, you're an attractive lady, we can all say. Okay, you're kind of into the nerd, like you like to watch the movies and stuff, we wouldn't really classify you as
She's a
a
closet
geek
nerd.
or a nerd, really.
She's in the closet.
Right? You kind of get into the comic books a little bit, like we're giving it to you, even though you haven't read them yet, Civil War.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
But would you accept a nerd as a boyfriend? Would you be willing to date a nerd?
I told her it's destined. It's gonna happen.
With all of us.
Maybe. Stop the mic. Maybe.
But it's not out of the picture. It depends on who they are.
Yeah.
The caveat onto both what they're saying, one thing I have learned is, what I've started doing is, you can see I'm wearing Green Lantern attire.
Let your geek flag fly.
Yep, let it fly. I'm not even kidding. If I
We
had
should
my,
have a geek pride parade.
you almost said gay pride.
That's
That's not nice at
gay
all.
pride.
But what
Wow.
I was gonna say is, last night I wore a light up Iron Man shirt out
It was awesome, dude.
and
Feels
got
pretty dope.
lots of attention from ladies. Even one girl at the end of the night was actually trying to make fun of me for it. Ended up, we were dancing, and I didn't want to. My stomach's disturbed. Anyway, but anyway, at the end of the night, I was just kind of like, oh, whatever, because the lights came on and kind of ruined the mood and everything. But that ended up happening. And a lot of people recognized it. Before that, I was wearing a Superboy shirt, and that was the night that I got the two ladies' numbers. So you don't need to be afraid to wear what you want to wear. Seriously, just go out and be yourself.
But for
You
real,
know?
God, bathe.
Yes, do that.
Please.
You need to bathe, everybody. I take like
Please.
2 showers a day sometimes.
Yes, it's the nerds that don't bathe that make it bad for the rest of us.
Comb your hair.
Please.
Deodorant.
I don't keep it like this just because I'm in the military. I like to keep it straight and tempered. Besides, shave your head. Ladies love to massage it.
That's true.
They do all the
Well, when
time.
it's fuzzy, it feels funny.
Okay.
Nah.
So there you go. I mean, can you even give advice? I'm just
Oh.
playing, buddy. I'm just kidding. I love you. You know, you've been in a committed, long relationship,
I was in
right?
a relationship for
And
a year
she
and a half.
accepted you for being you, right?
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
like, you know, like a nerd. I'm just kidding with you. Like she accepted you for you.
She did. She did. She
The
was
DCUO video making god that you are.
okay.
Not a man god like me, but
That's the new thing.
That's apparently a thing. The only advice I can really give, guys, is, and even for the ladies, listen. That's all you can really do. Open communication. Keep everything open.
True that.
talk.
Talk about it.
Don't yell. Talk.
Just because you're louder doesn't make you right.
Beer makes it easy.
Whoa!
Jeez!
Just say it. That just happened.
All right.
But we do hope everyone has a great Valentine's Day or
Oh, Forever Alone Day.
you won't be alone. I'll be there for you, buddy.
Me too.
This conversation just got awkward.
We'll be here after dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can even. I'll tell you what. I'll keep the door cracked that night.
No.
Heather won't know about it. You just be like,
The door creaks.
I'll set my phone up, push record in the corner.
Why?
Now I'm kind of confused as to what you're talking about.
I can let you watch. I'll FaceTime you
I can
and
let
set it up. And we can be
I'm
FaceTime.
like, the hell is it?
This escalated quickly. All right. On that note,
And then you're gonna.
Wait, do you want me to hold it so you can get his O face?
Yeah.
I think I know what it looks like.
he does. He does know what my own face looks
Okay,
like.
I don't even want to know. I'm just exiting.
Just put the blinds up, right?
Exiting.
All right, guys. Enjoy your holiday. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. And that's right. We're going to have a video for this hopefully coming up on my channel over at youtube.com/Trexlight. Be sure to hope everybody watch it. And honestly, enjoy yourselves. Say bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Everybody.
Thank you.
Stevie
Heather.
B out.
You are a
Dudes.
dick. You are a complete dick. I know it's recording. I know.
He likes dudes.